running late today, so we'll make do. This is the situation right now. Usually, it only takes me 5 or 10 minutes to get ready, so this shall be quick. Today is quite exciting because I'm going to go shop for probably one of my favorite penguin collections now. It's just so beautiful. It's the new Penguin Archive collection. It features 90 classic paperbacks from 90 years of publishing. I got my salary last weekend. Naturally, I'll just pivot towards a bookstore, even though I wasn't planning on buying any books. And when I went in, oh my god, the whole collection lined up like that is just so beautiful. And I want that in my bookshelf. I don't know if I will collect all 90. I found a lot of titles that I either have read or I just don't like that much. So I'll probably just buy my favorites or my favorite covers. Each cover is different. I think the only similarity is they're all white background and red font, but apparently it's designed based on the year of publishing of this book. I bought one last week. I'll probably share that with you alongside today's haul because I don't know how many books I will buy today. I'm aiming just one because I already bought one last week and I am placing a book buying limit for myself. So while I do my makeup, I'm going to give you a short life update, a very brief one. I was pretty inactive online and filming videos and editing videos wise. I was just slacking a lot because for my day job, we're going through our performance review season. It officially ended 2 days ago and I'm just so happy it's done and over with. I have a problem, okay? When I was in school, I needed academic validation a lot. So now that I'm in the workforce, every time performance review comes along, it gives me anxiety because I don't know why, like, I seek validation from like a report card when I know I shouldn't be doing that. So I've been anxious for a whole month and I'm just kind of paralyzed. I can't do anything else, especially creatively. 2 days ago, it finally ended and the results are better than I expected. I guess I was just being really pessimistic. And when you're in that sort of mental space, you just don't really want to read at all. At least I can't read anything that's heavy or dense. I think I read mostly short fiction, but now that that's done, it really feels like my exam season is now over. So I am rewarding myself with books. And also, because for the past few months, I've been reading a lot of library books and ebooks. I have this deep craving to draw and annotate and destroy a physical book that I own. I don't know if any of you have ever encountered that. Like, I just want to make something my own, you know. Last weekend, I went to MPH in TRX. Might just sound like letters to you, but TRX is one of like the biggest malls in Malaysia. I've never been to the bookstore there. I just don't really frequent MPH, this chain. I always had this misconception that their books are more expensive. So I usually go to Kinokuniya and what is Chenping called in English? Anyways, Chenping, yes, I'll put in the text here, but yeah, Chenping is from Taiwan, I believe. Yeah, I usually go to these bookstores because I love the vibes of them the most. It feels cozier and the crowd is just right. I look at the crowd a lot when I shop in bookstores. Kinokuniya is also having a sale right now, so I'm really excited. A sale specifically for penguin books. Love it. I don't know if they will give me any free gifts. The reason I loved that experience so much last weekend in that bookstore is because they gave me like a bookmark, which is in the style of this archive collection, and a small badge. I love free gifts when I shop for books. I don't know if it's a bookstore thing or just Penguin archive collection thing, so we'll find out later if they will give me any bookmarks. I love the bookmarks. It looks beautiful. I just realized I haven't done an intro for this video, but the plan for this video is for me to spend a week just reading these books and I'll tell you what I think about them. Okay, let me just finish my makeup real quick. I wonder why can't we close our mouth when we do our mascara? Oh, okay. been a few days and finally I'm doing a book haul. Let me show you what I first bought in my first visit to the first bookstore. When I went to the bookstore, it was the first time that I saw the entire collection and I was just in awe because it was displayed in such a manner that it felt like a literary feast. So I couldn't help myself and I bought a copy of Tove Ditlevsen's The Umbrella. I've always wanted to read a work of hers. I have childhood dependency something. I have this book in ebook version for the longest time and it's on my TBR. I'm really excited for this. They gave me a pretty bookmark and also a badge. Isn't this so cute? When I went to the next bookstore, this other bookstore is Kinokuniya. It's a Japanese bookstore. It's supposed to be like the biggest bookstore. I was a bit disappointed to find that their archive collection are all scattered across different bookshelves and they're not prominently displayed in bigger shelves. It's at the bottom shelves and it's just everywhere. It's like in different corners and all of them are not sealed with a plastic wrapper, save the earth. But I personally think there are some books that you just need to wrap it up with a plastic as a bookseller. I'm sorry, like you are wrapping other books that don't need a plastic wrapper, but you're not wrapping this. Are you kidding me? 99% of the stock that they have there, there's just a lot of marks on it. And who is going to buy them? I don't know, okay? I don't know. If you haven't seen these in person, the Penguin Archive books are printed with a paper-like cover. The only copy I found that I wanted, the whole thing still looked pretty good, mainly because this was hidden in some corner, so nobody is like touching it. This is Clarice Lispector's The Burned Sinner and the Harmonious Angels. I realized I got a lot of female authors this time, all of which I'm fans of. I got other Penguin books as well. This is a Penguin Modern. This is Anaïs Nin's The Veiled Woman. I love Anaïs Nin's prose when she talks about relationships, love, eroticism. I just love it. It truly conveys how a woman thinks. I think I haven't read this yet, so I just got it. And also I got, this is exciting. This is so exciting. I've been wanting to get this version of Crime and Punishment for the longest time, and I finally saw it on sale. This is Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, the legendary classic talking about innocence and corruption, good and evil, a lot of philosophical takes, I think, but the story of it is about this student who commits a random murder without remorse or regret. Also an update. I've been searching for new bookshelves recently, not super massive ones, but just different ones in different designs so that I can put each one in different corners and I have different spaces to put my books, like categorize them. And my birthday is coming up. My mom decided to buy me a bookshelf and it's coming next week and I'm just so excited. So today I'm going to unhaul a lot of the books I just don't think resonate with me anymore. Book covers that I don't like. I'm sorry. I am the kind of person that judges a book cover so hard. I would rather buy a book in maybe the Chinese translation or the Korean translation because of their book cover. Yeah, I definitely judge a book by its cover. This shelf is going to house all of my English fiction. For the ones in my bedroom, I'm probably going to put my TBR or my favorite books. And I will get a rotating bookshelf for my Chinese fiction because those are my babies. After buying Chinese romance novels, I think I just can't go back to any other language because it just makes so much sense. I love a long romance book and usually they sell it in like first, second, or even third part together. They separate the books so that it's easier for you to hold. This is just a normal length and once you finish it, it's like, okay, cliffhanger. Immediately you go to part 2. The whole story is there ready for you. But also I'm spoiled because every time I buy a Chinese romance, they have all these free gifts, posters, bookmarks, sometimes even notebooks, acrylic stands of the characters in the book. And mind you, these are from different publishers, so they know what they're doing. The market demands and they deliver. I'm going to go unhaul my books and I'll probably see you during the weekend when I start reading these 2 books. Recently, I've been watching a lot of different content. Like, I haven't been watching my usual booktube subscriptions. I've been pivoting towards more different content, and that is Korean booktubers and Japanese booktubers. And they influence me a lot, like in terms of mindset, how they read books and how they live life. I think because of their videos, I've been really pulled towards being more organized. So I got a new notebook just to list down all of my work to-do list. I have a lot of to-dos that are not due at any date. I just have to get them done by the end of the year. I guess I just don't like long deadlines. So I think this will help me a lot. I just like getting things done as soon as possible. I am going to try to go back to journaling. Like recently, it's been quite hard to write down all of my emotions because frankly speaking, I don't know what I am feeling. This is very funny, but I even asked Chat GPT, like, am I experiencing burnout? And I listed down all of my symptoms, and what they said was it's probably like high functioning burnout. So I can still perform, but internally, someplace in my mind, I am already experiencing burnout, and says it's very critical and I should find some way to fix it soon so that I don't actually experience a worse burnout. I'm going to try journaling today. For the rest of the evening, I do want to read my books. Finally, I actually picked up Anaïs Nin's The Veiled Woman first before the Penguin Archive collection, and oh my god, that is my first Anaïs Nin book. Even though I say I love her a lot, I have seen her writing and I know that I will love her, but I haven't read a full book of hers. And that is the first book that I just picked up from her. There are 4 short stories in the book and they are so good, I swear. Wow, she knows. The stories are all like erotica from a very woman perspective, I would say. It explores different kind of fantasies, even though some of the fantasies explored in the short stories are not necessarily my fantasy. Like, I don't typically find them to be attractive, but Anaïs Nin can make you hot and flustered in some way. She just knows how to write for women. Smut. And this, it's not the same thing, okay? She doesn't write smut, she writes art. Other than Anaïs Nin, I'm also reading some of my favorites, and these are like Chinese romances. This current one that I'm reading is about this reader of a romance novel getting sucked into the novel. She wakes up the next day to find out that she is the second female lead in this novel. She's supposed to be like the villain of this novel. She's the fiance of the second male lead. The original novel was supposed to be about this female lead who appears a few years later, the male lead, of course, and then the second male lead. Second male lead is like a billionaire, kind of cold person. So this fiance of his is a daughter of a rich family, but it is revealed at the beginning of the book that she is not the real daughter of this family. And her marriage with the second male lead is supposed to be like a business marriage. So it's also called off because of her ego, I guess. She's like, okay, I don't want to like talk to this guy anymore, and she just kind of ran away from him, even though the second male lead likes her a lot, but he never kind of expressed it, I think. So that's the story before our protagonist, this reader, got sucked into the novel. It's been 4 years since she left the second male lead, and when she left, she actually found out that she's pregnant, so she got a son. And because she knows what will happen later on in the plot, she is trying to avoid this billionaire at all costs. The female lead will appear and the second male lead will fall in love with her, and he will try to fight for custody for his son. Because she's the villain, she dies pretty early on if the story goes on like this. So she's trying to stay alive by avoiding this second male lead. Of course, it doesn't go as planned because at this point of the book, the second male lead is still very much in love with her. And for all these years, he has been kind of keeping tabs on her. He's trying to figure out why did she leave him. He thought they both fell in love with each other. It wasn't all business. That's why he keeps on trying to like approach her and stuff like that. And eventually he found out that he has a son. He's really happy about it. And now he's trying to win her over through like spending time with his son and with her and like as a family. Yeah, it's just a cozy read. So I'm reading this right now.